Someone at the Coalition finally took a dildo to the face and realized people want this, not this. So now we get a slightly improved release of the original Gears of War remake, which seems made specifically to lube up the PlayStation audience ahead of the E-Day release, introducing the world and characters of the franchise to those who may have never played a Gears game. On planet Sera, some alternate universe version of Earth, humans popped up out of nowhere and started fighting with each other over big booty Latinas. They did this for a while, until eventually reaching an era of relative peace, which led to some great scientific advancement. Humanity discovered an incredible fuel source deep inside the luscious folds of planet Sera, known as emulsion. Emulsion was such a great source of energy, everyone forgot about the Latinas and started killing each other for the stuff, in a huge conflict known as the Pendulum Wars. Humans continued sucking Sera's saucy semen, which eventually pissed off the planet's other unknown at the time inhabitants, the Locust, who looked like shriveled up ball sacks. They was asleep and shit. All the drilling woke them up 5 minutes before their alarm went off. And it sucks when that happens. Only 6 weeks after the Pendulum Wars ended, the Locusts burst forth from the secret underground tunnels beneath Denver Airport and wiped out a quarter of the human population in an event known as E-Day, which stands for Invasion Day. Gears of War takes place 14 years after this event, and we're quickly introduced to the series' main character, Marcus Phoenix, who was voiced by Bender Bending Rodriguez.
Bender, honey, we love you.
Shut up, baby, I know it.
A man whose neck size is only matched by the diameter of his veiny, purple-headed horsecock. If you have a massive horsecock, make sure to like and subscribe. Marcus is busted out of prison by his brother-in-arms Dom. He's the last remaining prisoner still locked up because he ate all the other ones. Shortly after your prison break, you are thrust, tall and erect, into combat. Gears of War's general third-person gameplay holds up pretty well, despite being the first in the series. Rhodey running around, popping up from cover, obliterating some locusts feels a little clunky compared to Gears of War 2, which itself is over 15 years old now, let alone Gears 4 or 5. Eventually you're given the campaign's main objective, which is to deliver a device called the Resonator, with a hard R, deep into the locust tunnels, using bat screams to map out their tunnel network so the COG can accurately deploy a big-ass bomb to blow their juicy asses up. We also get a look at Anya's original design, which kind of reminds me of that NPC from Spider-Man that has that hilarious fail scene.
Help! Please! Someone! I'm going to die!
In terms of multiplayer, Gears of War veterans will feel right at home. Reloaded is exactly the same as back in the day, with map knowledge being incredibly important and a skill ceiling that goes all the way up to the baby Jesus in heaven. PlayStation players are kind of being thrown to the wolves here with how long Xbox players have been playing the series, but they deserve it. My biggest gripe about this release is why. I understand wanting to introduce the series to PlayStation and Steam players, and it wouldn't make sense to start with the second or third game, but a remastered collection of the first 3 games would have been an absolute must-buy. For Xbox players or those who purchased Ultimate Edition, there's pretty much zero reason to play Reloaded besides the multiplayer being populated again. Visually speaking, there are a few improvements, but in my opinion they're pretty minor. Some of the water looks better, there's modern frame generation things like DLSS and FSR3, up to 4K resolution, ultra-wide support outside of menus, the campaign supports up to 60 FPS, the multiplayer all the way up to 120 FPS, and these things are all nice to have. But this is the original Gears of War again, for the third time. I hate to say this, but this release feels kind of lazy. Most of the work on this title was already finished 10 years ago with the Ultimate Edition, and this is coming from a Gears mega fan. I own all of the expanded lore novels, even though I don't know how to read. I have the Gears of War 3 Special Edition Marcus Phoenix statue that I pray to every night for extra testosterone. I was even considering getting a Gears of War Omen tattoo once I was old enough to get one, but I'm glad I grew out of that because that would have been lame as hell. Despite my love for the series, I can't help but feel apathetic towards this release. The fact we didn't get Gears 2 or 3 as part of a remastered collection really is a cat paw swipe to the nuts. The best way to play those games is still the boosted versions on Xbox Series X, and the only way to play them on PC is through the dog shit Xbox Cloud service, which makes the games blurry and riddled with input lag. It's not all bad. The multiplayer makes me feel like I'm a teenager playing my Xbox 360 again, and people are even hopping on their mics and talking mad shit to each other, something I haven't experienced in a multiplayer game in years.
So yeah, you're gay.
These little dank nugs of special moments are great, but I'm not sure they're worth double dipping for. If you're a PlayStation player and or have never played a Gears of War game, this is easily the best way to play the original game. I can't think of another way Reloaded would warrant a purchase. Even if you've never played it, it will for sure go on sale during the holiday season, so there's no reason to pay $40 for it if you just wait a bit. And by then, there's other big releases this year that will far overshadow Reloaded. A remastered Gears of War trilogy would have been a slam dunk. on all platforms. How the Coalition didn't see this easy win and capitalize on it, especially to build up hype for the upcoming E-Day, I don't know. As a standalone game, Reloaded is just fine. It doesn't really need to exist, and I think releasing just the original is kind of a wasted opportunity. If you like my dumbass video, I would appreciate a like and subscribe. And if you're watching this on the Friday it was published, I hope your week was shit.